Hey, how's it going? Everyone, TNT here, and today we're playing some No Man's Sky. This game I've played for, man, I want to say, gotta have been a couple years now. I've played different saves. You can see if I go to play game here. My main save, I got 85 hours on, so yeah, and there's lots of other ones, community expeditions, things like that. And that's what I kind of want to do today. So No Man's Sky had what they called expeditions, and they basically were short, like I guess campaigns where you did different challenges to try to reach a certain goal. And it's supposed to be with community. I usually do it with multiplayer off just because it makes it kind of difficult with the different bases sometimes get some achievements. So I'm going to play with multiplayer off, but it is meant to be played with different people with the community. And so yeah, we're going to start a new game here, and it's a new game mode actually. It's community expedition. So they had these 4 before. And these are played throughout 2021. So first you had this one here, the Pioneers, I do believe. Beachhead. I don't remember. I think Cartographers was the third one. I can't remember. And then the 4th one was like about worms and stuff. And I played the 3rd one, and I redid the 1st one actually recently. Actually recorded a video of it, but for some reason No Man's Sky and maybe it's OBS and HDR settings don't really work correctly, so it was super washed out and it didn't look good. So I decided to scrap it and start off with doing expedition number 2, which is this one here, to get the Normandy SR1, which is from Mass Effect. So it's pretty cool. They did a co-op with the Mass Effect devs and yeah, added the Normandy to the game. So that was like the secret of it all. Everyone pretty much knows about it now. So if you don't know about it, you kind of gotten a heads up. But yeah, you get that as a frigate, which we'll talk about. But you only get 14 days to do it. I'm going into this about a week late here, so 7 days left in it. We're gonna hop into it. We're gonna check it out. I really love No Man's Sky. I mean, I've played mostly, I think on my channel, mostly Minecraft right now, but I love space and astronomy and things like that. I'm a huge NASA nerd, so I have tons of NASA memorabilia. My office at work has multiple different NASA Legos on it and things like that. So, yeah, hopefully, so playing like a space game to me is just a lot of fun. And No Man's Sky really has come a long way since it first released, and so it's been really a really good game to get into. And we're gonna initialize the expedition. Looks like we're going to be starting on a fiery planet, or at least a heated planet. Usually what you start on planets is going to be pretty rough, so you got to try to go from there. If you play normal mode too, you're going to start on like a toxic planet or something like that, and you got to try to basically survive right off the bat. Looks like we have a giant rock next to us. That's always fun. Yeah, it should let us jump into this pretty quick. So there we go. I am stuck in a rock. Can I actually move? Yeah, okay, alright, I can move. So he says Expedition Redux number 2. So I'm going to double check and make sure I do in fact have multiplayer turned off here. Let's see. So network, yeah, disabled. Okay, perfect. Oh, storm is clearing. Perfect. Oh, this stuff's awesome here. So this gives you jetpack boost. You may see use your jetpack and you won't have to worry about anything. So until it runs out, it actually won't use fuel for your jetpack. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, we're going to look at the expedition. Oh, there goes it's faded. We're gonna look at the expedition here, and we're going. Oh, we got a freighter after that. Nice. We totally have a freighter. That's awesome. So they give you a freighter when you start out. That's pretty awesome. But here's our expedition tab. So you get to deploy a nomad exocraft, huh? That's kind of interesting for starting off. The way we have to do that. Locate your starship, leave the planet, use the freighter to warp to a new system, and reach the first rendezvous. So those aren't too bad actually. You can probably do those pretty easily. Nomad, that could be interesting. Like locating our starship, always got to scan for that. So if we press F and look around, we should build it. Yeah. So there's our starship right there. You can go in and wow, holy cow, that's 8 minutes away. Maybe we're supposed to try to make the Nomad first, because that seems a little far to try to get to your spaceship. Maybe they want you to try to make this in order to get there. So we must get a ferric dust to craft no plating. All right, well, let's try this and see what it does. Hopefully it's not too bad to make this, if this is what it really wants us to do, and we don't have to Otherwise, running over there wouldn't be too bad either. So you can see kind of on the screen there how when I'm shooting, the numbers are getting bigger and they're also getting more yellow and toward red. That's because my thing's starting to overheat. Now, as your weapon overheats, like it did there, it actually does more damage. So you kind of want to try to get it up to where it's about to overheat, but then kind of like start, I guess, cycling it, as you could say. So shoot a little bit, let off, shoot a little bit, let off. So like here, I'm getting close to overheating, so I'm gonna let off, let it cool off, and then go back up again. You can kind of work that so that you get the best for your for mining resources. Like there, I'm getting close, I can back off, mine again, and I can continue to get resources as that thing starts to overheat. And I can mine the fastest I can possibly mine. I'm pretty good. So yeah, we're there. Wants us to make a metal plating. That's pretty easy. Come in your menu, click craft, metal plating. We're done with that. Deploy a nomad. Okay, craft 2 metal plating. I don't know why it would tell me to. All right. Deploy a nomad for rapid. So we must be able to press Z and. Oh, we are. Okay. We need 5. What? You tell me make 1, make 2. Okay, so we're just gonna make 5 off the bat. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and. I'm glad I checked that because typically you don't have the stuff to make this, but actually we do here. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. We can just deploy that right away. Limit 1 to local area. Yep. And that should come in. Okay, so we did. Oh, abort it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. This vehicle is pretty cool. It's like a little like. What do you want to call it? I don't know, like hover bike, I guess. Hover machine thing. There's our starship. So you can see with this thing, we can get there a lot faster than that 8 minutes that we previously showed. Oh, we can actually jump with this too. Looks like we got a reward too. I'll click on that in a second. Okay, we'll make our way over here to the spaceship, and I'll stay recording for this, that way y'all can kind of see how the nomad just goes through literally anything. Oh, except for that. Of course I say it and then it doesn't go through it. And this thing isn't upgraded at all, so it's pretty slow. There's words there if we need to learn words. I have 1 minute till arrival. Yeah, so I'm gonna skip ahead here and I'll be right back when we get to our starship. Alright, I'm back, and we're not to our starship yet, but I wanted to show you is actually make sure you accept these rewards because you actually get a significant exocraft engine upgrade and an exocraft boost upgrade for collecting this reward. And I didn't see that, so that's something you definitely want to make sure you do. And that way we can actually upgrade this thing right away. So we'll go ahead and install the engine upgrade, and we will install the boost upgrade. And you want to kind of have these next to each other. We'll move that there, and they should link. These are not linking though, which is kind of strange. Now, yeah, that's way better. So it's actually faster, and the boost recharges a lot quicker, and the exocraft's actually a lot quicker as well. So now we only got 33 seconds left, which isn't too bad. There's actually a lot of knowledge stones around here, which is nice. If we have to get words for this expedition, definitely want to click on those knowledge stones. Man, this thing just like plows through everything. Look at that, man. This graphics are just fantastic in this game. 10 seconds left. Let's see, what did I get? Oh, okay. Not the worst, not the worst in the world. So usually it says, let's see, use this waypoint here. Maybe it'll show us something nice around here. Anything good? Honor settlement, that's not too bad. Alright, so now we're going to... We accepted that. We're going to accept this too. We get inventory slot, life support gel, and starship launch fuel, which is amazing. Ah, man, this is kind of terrible inventory setup. So every time you start this, you actually start out with just a random inventory. So yours might look completely different from what I got here. I typically like to go for technology first because you can move a lot of your inventory into that technology slot, which is pretty nice. So like general can hold technology and any kind of items. Cargo can hold items, technology can hold just technology. So with this, we're gonna move some of this stuff over. Oh, actually, I got some pretty good jetpack stuff. I might want to leave those actually in this one because I have 3 of them. And that way we can kind of put them together here and get the maximum. So you can see there they got that yellow line around. That means they get kind of a bonus, you could say, from being together. Let's see. So we'll just go ahead and put our shield in this one. Our hazard protection over here. And then our life support we can put over here. And actually, I think this... Yeah, this syncs with this. We'll keep that over here. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. Starship looks like that's going to get fixed. Multi-tool, scanners got to get fixed. We don't have enough for that, so... Yeah. Let's see, what does it want us to do next on the expedition? So we did that. It wants us to leave the planet. So that shouldn't be too bad at all. Let's look at our exhausted owl. See if maybe I can make anything to fix this. Lunch thrusters, dihydrogen jelly, pure ferrite. I should have got some stuff on the way. So this is some basic stuff. Hermetic seal, metal plating, pure ferrite. So it's not too bad. This is basically when you start the regular game too. This is some basic stuff you have to make. So I'm gonna collect the resources to make this, and then we'll be right back. All right, and I'm back, and yeah, I have all the resources. But one thing I want to point out here is if you don't know what dihydrogen looks like, it's these blue crystals here. To mine these up, and that's pretty good. It gives you what you need for the dihydrogen jelly that we need. But another thing I noticed, which is pretty nice, is these things here. So if you look at that, it's called helite. And if I go to attack or destroy it, you can see it says pure ferrite and dihydrogen. So that's everything you need. So getting one of these is actually really, really nice. Or finding these. So you find these on the planet, make sure you mine them because this is what you're going to need. You need that pure ferrite, you need that dihydrogen to get started. So that's pretty awesome. Now if you don't have those around you, in order to get pure ferrite and the condensed carbon that you need, you're going to have to use this portable refiner. I have one. I have enough stuff to make one. And then here, all you're going to do is you're going to put a fuel type. You can put carbon or condensed carbon, either one. And then then you can put your input in here. So here let's put some condensed carbon just to show it to you. When we do that, we can make condensed carbon. Now we can also do that with ferrite dust. So if I take this ferrite dust, put it in here, you can use it to make pure ferrite. Just hit begin on that, and it would make some pure ferrite. I can actually make some just to show you here. So there it's making it, and you can stop it at any time. Put that in your inventory. Then once you're done with this thing, you can just hold down your middle mouse button. That will pick it up. I'm not sure on keyboard and mouse how you do it, but that's how you do it on. I'm sorry, not sure on controller if you're using a console. So we're gonna go ahead and fix this ship here. So for that, we need looks like a hermetic seal and metal plating. We also need pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly. Now the hermetic seal, all you need is condensed carbon. Now you got condensed carbon from that first expedition that we did, so you already have that in your inventory. As long as you completed that first task that you had that gave you 500 condensed carbon, it might be in your exocraft. Make sure you check there because it might have went over there. But once you do that, you just click hermetic seal. You need 30 condensed carbon. Make that, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a dihydrogen jelly. So make that just cost 40 of that dihydrogen. But move that over to the starship. Now, one thing you can do that I didn't know when I first started playing this game, and I recently learned, is if you have something for your starship and see like I need this metal plating for the pulse engine, if I click on there, it automatically apply it. And now that you're in this menu, if you click on this part, it'll automatically apply that. That'll fix our pulse engine. So you can see that's repaired. And same thing, this needs dihydrogen. If I took this dihydrogen and clicked on that, it's going to automatically apply it. And I can apply the rest of my stuff there. So something kind of nice. I didn't know that before. And I clicked on an accident one day and it worked. So that was kind of neat. So yeah, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take to the skies. Oh, these crystals too. You'll get some of these when you mine that dihydrogen. Just hold E on that to analyze. It'll give you more dihydrogen or some other resource. It could give you some different stuff too. So that's good to know. And other than that, yeah, I think we're ready to take off. Make sure I don't have anything left in my exosuit that I want. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take off and we're gonna launch into the sky. I don't like to be in first person mode on the ship, so I'm going to actually switch into a different mode here. I'm going to, let's see, I think it's X, yeah. utilities, and we're just going to change that so we can actually see. Well, that thing is massive. Let's like this view a little more with the starship. I actually like first person view for the other one. So now it says we're going to summon our freighter, but first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the expedition reward. Let's see, we need storage augmentation and 300 nanites. That's perfect. Now, let's see, what do we want here? Now we want to use our freighter to warp to a new system. Alright, so hopefully I have... First, actually, I do want to go to the space station because I want to see what the space station has to offer. It looks pretty far away, actually. Yeah, there it is there. So we're gonna... I'll head to the space station and I'll be right back. Alright, we've made it to the space station, so we're gonna go ahead and check this out. The reason I wanted to come here, though, is that they have... Typically, you can get a extra inventory slot every time you come here, and I want to check and see if they had to get a better multi-tool, too. Okay, you come up here, you can do an exosuit upgrade, and I'm gonna use that for technology. Maybe more expensive. Oh, I can't afford it. Okay. Oh, shoot. Looks like we can't actually do this. We need more units. So, we'll check and see. I don't even have enough to even do this. Hopefully this isn't a good one. Haven't checked this weapon. Probably just... That's a B class. What is ours? Ours is a C class. Yeah, 1.2 million units. Yep, don't have enough for that. So we'll go ahead and not do that here. So it looks like we came here for nothing. I don't have anything to sell, I don't believe. We could upgrade our ship if we wanted to. Give it a little storage augmentation. I'm not worried about that right now, so I guess we'll fly out here and we'll summon our freighter. Let's see what our freighter has to offer. It looked pretty cool, actually. It was a dreadnought, which is one of the best. Oh, it looks like they have... Wow, that planet has... I think that's one I was on. Maybe not. It's got activated cadmium, which is pretty nice. So yeah, from here we can press X, and we can summon in our freighter. Nice. We'll go get on top of this thing. I'm not sure if this is the same ship that you will receive. I think it is, but I don't know if like the RNG gives the same ships or not, as well as the same like multi-tools and things like that. So yours may be different. I am not 100% sure. I know it does change the inventory slots and things like that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll check out this and see. I don't know if we can actually warp from this or not, but we can certainly try. And that would be our first goal, would be to warp and hopefully eventually make it to our next rendezvous point, which would be the first place or end of the first actual like phase here. This one is a little bit smaller from what I've heard, so the last one was pretty long, but I think the galaxy map is actually over here. Or there's the warp map, and it just says to warp once, so I'm not sure we're supposed to actually go somewhere because I don't have anything. But what we could do is we could actually select rendezvous point 1 on our map, and let's see, warp to a new system. So if we do this, this should show us what the next rendezvous point is. I'm not sure if our freighter actually has a working warp drive or not. This needs to be charged. Oh, we do have warp cells. Okay. Oh, shoot. And then I want to put these together. Actually, our freighter looks pretty awesome too, actually. Look at that thing. So with that, we can just warp to a new system, and then we'll follow towards that rendezvous point number 1. It looks like it is this direction. So if you see these like solid green lines and then this other green line here, this means that you can, this is the route you have to take, but you can only jump to this planet. I can only jump here. That's the only range I have. Anywhere outside of there, I don't have the actual range to reach that. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to warp to this system, and that should give us our next achievement with the freighter here, and then we can see how far we get. Alright, I should unlock an achievement now that we've warped. There we go, awesome. We will collect that reward, and it gives us warp hypercore, silver, titanium, or tritium, salvage frigate modules. So that's really good. We got that. We need storm crystals for that. And then I wonder if it lets us get upgrades. We can do frigate fuel, which we probably will want. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that. And there's a few other things we can get. I'd like to get the matter beam. That just makes it so you can grab stuff off your freighter, put stuff to your freighter, things like that. But we already got this, which is pretty nice on our freighter. So yeah, I think the next thing we want to do, we got storage mutations. Oh, we never did fix our scanner. We should do that too. This is just going to be some pure ferrite there, or sorry, regular ferrite. That'll fix your scanner. For some reason, it always seems like your scanner's broken with most of these beginning missions. And yeah, we can, I guess we can either warp again and make it to the first rendezvous point. This actually is like way quicker. This last one took absolutely forever. Oh, my mission must not be selected. Okay, but it shows me what it is. Oh, it's out of jump range. Okay. So what we can do is we can select that mission. Then we will warp to it. So we can only come to here, okay? Oop, not that one. All these are kind of like together. Then we should be able to warp one more time and actually make it to our rendezvous point number 1, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, that's actually not bad at all. The last one, I think the rendezvous point took me like 45 minutes or longer. I think it was even longer. I think recording wise to get all the way to rendezvous point 1 and get all the achievements there was like it took me like an hour and a half of recording. So this is like 30 minutes so far, so that's not bad at all. Yeah, we'll just click off of there and go there. Not too worried about exploring these different systems because we're going to explore more as we go on. I didn't really look at what all the expedition goals were, but I know they're not too terribly bad. But we can at least try to reach this expedition here. Alright, we made it to the actual system. Now we just need to... Should be... Yeah, so it's down there. Just need to go out down there and fly down to it. And then we'll probably have to scan for it, things like that, which isn't too bad either. Just got to make sure you have your visor all ready to go. Looks like there's no one visiting my ship right now. Sometimes you'll have like random people driving in your ship, your freighter, and then sometimes you can buy other ships from them and stuff. Not sure if we're gonna end up getting a new ship or sticking with this one. It kind of depends on. Oh wow, wow, that is not a very good spot for that. Jeez. All right, let's see. That's the space station. Where's our rendezvous point at? It is over here. All right, perfect. We'll go ahead and lock onto that. Oh, large ship proximity. We can't lock onto it. Now we should be able to lock on and fly towards that rendezvous point. So I will be right back once we reach that rendezvous point. All right, we're getting close to rendezvous point 1 now. The one thing I'd like to say is that these rendezvous points, so once you land, it makes you take out your, at least it says land to start searching, but if you start looking around here, you sometimes can see, so there it is now. If you see things like this, like a portal or some random thing around here, that's probably going to be a rendezvous point. And the fact that there's all these communication stations, I'm guessing is another good indicator. This is probably rendezvous point number 1. So we'll jump out of here, and this should be rendezvous point number 1. There we go. We have reached it. So we can go ahead and we can come into our expedition, claim that reward. We get 1,000 nanites, inventory slots ×3, multi-tool expansion, and storage augmentation. And I'm going to go for technology. Those are usually the most expensive. Actually, I guess technically I think the cargo is. But I like upgrading my technology because then I can just put all my stuff in there. And from there we can look at what the next phase 2 is. So reach rendezvous point number 2. Close out of it. And we need to collect the reward too for number 1. Oh, we got more. Okay, so it gives you even more once you do that. All right, well we'll take that. And then we got some firework upgrades. Let's see, what else did we get? We got some, the freighter recoloring options. That's pretty nice. So we can color our freighter whatever color we want now. And now it wants us to get to the second rendezvous point. So we can look and see what we have for goals. So we want to restore a crash ship, come to the aid of a stranded life form, explore a freighter crash site, and pilot your ship 100,000 unit or I don't know what that's units. I think it is. So I think it's supposed to be meters or feet. But yeah, that's not too bad at all. We can. I wonder how far away this is. But even some of these aren't bad. If you go to the space station, you can get some nav data and you go to space station, and these aren't bad at all. You just get some planetary charts and look for distress calls. And then within like 2 or 3 charts, you should be able to find them. Should not be bad at all. I want to make a trip here to the space station. We'll go ahead and head that way, and once we get there, I will be right back. Alright, so we've made it to the space station, and here's the guy you want to go to if you want to get some maps. So this is on, usually, you come in, it's going to be on the right hand of the space station. It's going to be the cartographer guy. So let's see, once you come to this guy, he's going to say a bunch of gibberish. Then you have a bunch of different options here, so you can ask for help. Purchase a random map. I don't like that because you just get random stuff and you don't get what you're looking for. So you can do specific maps. And what you're looking for here is emergency cartographer data. And so this is the distress signal. And you want to buy, I don't know, a couple of these. And those should lead you either to a crash ship or a stranded, someone stranded you can help. And then some of the other stuff I was looking at too, you can actually do in space stations is words. So if you look at expedition. So here, these two are what we're going to get those for. Explore a freighter crash site. I think maybe you can find the location of that with the distress signal as well. And pilot your ship. Yeah, we're pretty close to getting that one. I'll fly around a little more and probably end up getting that done. But number 3, so this one you have to discover different worlds. So a lush world, a scorched world, a desert world, volcanic, frozen. Discover creatures in a frozen world. Oh, and then a swamp planet. So this one might be a little bit difficult because you got to find all these different kind of planets. But it's not too bad as long as you look in your systems. You can kind of see. 4 here is about learning words. So you can see here, I already talked to one of these Gek and learned one Gek word. We got to visit the Atlas, learn Viking, discover systems. So that's basically, you need to find systems that no one else has found. You can sometimes use a black hole for that, or just try to travel far away so you can try to discover a system no one else has discovered. Then 5, you can't actually read any of this, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, so what we can do is we can actually learn these 6 words. So we're going to do that. And then I think that will be it for now. We'll go ahead and see. So to learn words, just click on a random Gek here. Can't understand anything you're saying. Request dialect help. And then, so these guys are all about, so you got Gek or trade. These guys are all about trade, so I always do trade or Gek. And then when they're talking, they always talk about kind of what they like. The Viking love fighting, the Gek love trading, and the Korvax love technology. So this guy, same thing. I'm gonna look here, and we're gonna go for, let's go for a Gek symbol this time. Learn the Gek word for friend. And yeah, just go to a few. I already have one, so I need, let's see, 2. Let's see. I learned 1 already. So I have 3. So this will be the 4th one. Trade. And see how it says visited next to that guy's name? That means I already talked to him, so he's not going to work. Visited. I haven't visited this guy. And just kind of go through these. Now, if you see some different kind of, let's see, what do I want? Gek symbol. And see, you have Viking too. So this guy's a Viking. You can actually learn words from him as well. So even though we're in a Gek system, there's some others in here too. So I can start off learning my Viking words with this guy. We're going to learn the Viking symbol. Learn the Viking word for Viking. Visited him already. This guy I haven't visited, and this one might be the last one. Request that dialect help. Come on. Give me the last one. I haven't been counting, so I'm not sure at all. Looks like we need 1 more. Oh no, there it is. So we learned 6 words. Sweet. We can go ahead and we can collect that reward. Wait, Gek relics, Nick buds, translation technologies, some of the stuff you can sell. Oh wow, we learned all of it. That's pretty cool. So now we could we could record that turn technology if we wanted to. Oh man, our inventory is completely stacked here too. I have to move some of this stuff to my ship. Like tritium you want in your starship, gold usually. Let's see, like some of these gecko relics, I could sell those, or I could get my standing up. Talk to one of these guys. If you need to get your standing up, you can offer a gift. And your standing will increase with the gec. Some other things you want to look for is like here, you can get navigation data. Just by clicking on these, you can see there, I got 2 of them. Actually, did that give me... Oh, I must have got 2 from both of those, okay. And sometimes this will give you encrypted navigation data as well. I should have 3, which is nice, because then I can show y'all for coming over here. You can actually use that to get your maps. So if I exchange for specific maps, I think I got 3. Yeah, just 3, so now I can get emergency maps. 3 of those. Now I can actually open one of those. They're right here. Plot her out. And so I got a freighter crash site located. So there, now I can use that to go to that, and that'll be one of the objectives actually. But I think we'll actually stop here for now. And yeah, we'll continue with all the objectives in phase number 2 next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for coming out. Hope you really enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks everyone.